Hello and welcome again to Chris's Caribbean Delights. And today I decided to do some rice noodles, and I'll do some rice noodles in the Chinese god oil. A Chinese god oil is like a universal sauce that you can put on any edible noodles, that you can mix into any edible noodles and have a wonderful dish, a fantastic flavor, nice and spicy. It's called the Chinese god oil because I guess it's so universal that they use it in everything. They put it in soups and they put it in with noodles, any rice dishes. It can go anywhere. It can be put anywhere. So I'll make some Chinese god oil, and I just wanted to show you how I put that together. So let's go to those ingredients for the Chinese god oil, and then we'll do some noodles and mix it in. I'll be back. So here are those ingredients for the Chinese god oil. First of all, you have to get some oil, and this oil has to be boiling. So we have a pot which is heating up right here, and I'll just throw 4 tablespoons of any oil, canola oil, but I wouldn't advise, you can use any oil, but not sesame oil. Sesame oil loses its flavor once it gets the heat. So 4 tablespoons of canola oil, and I have 2 teaspoons of hot chili oil in there. So that's my combination for the oil, and we'll let that come to a boil. So in the meantime, we'll put together the other ingredients that we need for this Chinese god oil. Obviously, we have here some garlic, that's essential, and some red pepper flakes. Sorry about that. We'll just combine that. Some fresh red chili peppers. Another tablespoon of onion. We put a tablespoon of onion in there. You can use green onions also. I had chives, so I used some chives. And I'll list all these ingredients in the bottom in the description box below. My oil is heating up already. That's some paprika to give it some color. And then over here, I have some bouillon powder. A teaspoon of bouillon powder. And sugar. A little bit of sugar and some salt. Salt here. Okay, and I have here some light soy sauce and some sweet soy sauce. So we just combine all these ingredients and we'll give it a stir and wait until our oil is boiling, and then we'll combine. I'll be back. So I just gave it a mix, and I also added in there some white sesame seeds. So just give that a stir, and our oil is coming to a boil here. I think it's already heated up. Oh yeah, it's ready. So this process, you have to be careful when you're gonna do this part of it. So just be careful, and you pour the boiling oil on there, and be careful and stir. Stir so it wouldn't run over, and make sure you have a large enough container that you're going to store your god oil in. So this is it. It's as simple as that. And now we just let this sit. The oil is going to cook everything, and You have all your flavors. And if you ever went to, I mean, I'm sure you've went to a Chinese restaurant and you've seen that little container with the oil, the chili oil on there. There are different versions of chili oil, hundreds of versions of chili oil. And I'll do some other oils, which would interest you in cooking either Oriental dishes or even American dishes, Caribbean dishes, and it goes lovely with everything. So this is the Chinese God oil, and it's going to be. I'm just going to have it sit here for about a half an hour and let everything get soaked in, and the oil cook the onions and everything in there, and you'll get that wonderful flavor. Now I'm going to prep some noodles, which I want to use this in. I'm going to show you that process. And I'm just prepping some rice sticks, some rice noodles, which I'm going to cook later. The first step is to soak them for about 30 minutes in some water, regular water. Just let them soak there for about 30 minutes, and then I blanch them for about 2 minutes, and before I add the seasonings and the sauces. So I'll be back. So here are the noodles I've soaked for about 30 minutes, and they're nice and loose. It's rehydrated, lovely. And now I'm going to blanch them for maybe 2 minutes. So I'm getting some boiling water. Put the water to boil. Once the water comes to a boil, I shut it off, and then just blanch it. Just soak it in that hot water for about 2 minutes. So I'll be back with that process. So my water has come to a boil, and we'll just blanch these in here maybe for about 2 minutes. Just make sure, loose it up a little more, just to make sure that the heat goes through it. And just let it sit here for about 2 minutes. And then we'll drain it off. We'll drain. In the meantime, your gourd oil, your Chinese gourd oil is nice. It's soaking nicely. It's very fragrant, and the kitchen here, and that's awesome. So after about 2 minutes, I'll just drain this off. Just get that excess water out of there. Cool. And you just put this back right in the pot right there. Move this over. And we spoon our gourd oil directly onto the noodles. I put about 3 tablespoons, 4 tablespoons of that, and you mix, just mix. Actually, if It'd be better if you can get in there with your hands. But this is it's a little hot right now. So I'm going to use these chopsticks and just get it all mixed in. Then I'll see if I need some more oil. Get it all mixed. Here's a lump. There you go. Get it. Okay, so that's the idea here. And you can taste. Nice and flavorful and spicy. Just put a little. Just a little more. Good. And you're all set. Rice noodles with Chinese god oil. Chinese god oil. Rice noodles with Chinese god oil. And it's a pretty spicy dish. So if you're not into too much spices, you wouldn't be able to enjoy it. But if you're into spices, I mean hot, it's a wonderful, wonderful dish. Obviously, we can garnish with a few sesame seeds. And maybe some chives if you have. But once again, like, share, and subscribe. And I hope you guys will try this recipe. And at least try making the god oil. If you at least try making the god oil that you can use on any noodle. Any type of noodle, this is good for. You can also use it in soups, in your pasta dishes. It's universal. Like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for watching. See you in the next clip.